today's session is basically on a recommender systems, which is a very small part of data analytics. Data analytics it's a very vast subject, and this is a very very small part. So I hope every one of you must have used the social platforms that I am currently showing on my screen. Like you might have got some access to Netflix or LinkedIn or Facebook. And let me tell you, so whenever you guys open Facebook, right, do you see this tab like people you may know and get some friend suggestions there? When you
Yes.
watch any kind of video in YouTube, you get flooded with suggestions that is like kind of similar type of video that you have recently watched, right? But have you ever thought like how that suggestions are being populated just for you? Anybody has ever thought like what could be the logic behind the suggestions that is unique for each user who is watching a video on YouTube or using Facebook or watching a movie in Netflix? So my question is, like, suppose you are watching a video in YouTube, a small song,
Okay.
right? Just after that you will get a lot of suggestions that okay, you might like these videos, correct?
Okay.
So
Okay.
how that suggestions are curated only for you? That was a good thought, like genre. Okay, like, I'll go to the second slide and then maybe you can refine your thoughts on what could be the logic. Okay, like suppose I'm a user and I just search for this popular song by this Kola Viridi. I hope you would have heard of it. So it was one of the
Yes.
popular song which was sung by Dhanush, who is from Tamil Nadu. So I searched for this particular song, okay, on a particular day, and I'm a completely new user. I do not have any, history of viewing any video. So I have just opened an account and I have searched for this particular song. Right now, suppose you have the authority, okay, to see what could be suggested to this particular user based on the choice of song he played on YouTube. So now since like there is no history for this user, correct? So what would come to your mind, like what kind of songs are you going to suggest to this particular user so that he is engaged using this particular platform?
The songs related to us by this collaborating. As our search engine gives us only the suggestions which we are selecting and which we are searching, all the suggestions because it's connected towards our search engine. It is
Right.
made like that only. Okay, whatever things we are selecting, all in Facebook, Insta, whichever things we have connected with the ID, all the things will show with the same criteria searches which we are searching.
Yeah, but I just said that I am a fresh user. I do not have any Instagram or Facebook account. Suppose I have just opened a YouTube account, then how will it search? Like how will you think of the process for this particular scenario?
I
Okay,
guess we get the more songs which are sung by Dhanush.
great. That's a good example. Okay, now suppose, okay, Dhanush, you might know that he's an actor. He's not a singer. But suppose I am getting the suggestions only based on this particular actor, like whatever this actor has sung, only I am suggesting those songs to this particular user who has just joined it, right? Will he like it? Will he be happy?
No.
Mm, no.
Right.
No, no.
You're right. I mean, he won't be happy because, I mean, first of all, he is not a singer, right? And he has sung one or two songs, but in YouTube, you'll get, 10 to 20 recommendation or suggestions line by line, out of which you might not like everything, but at least 10 out of those 20 you may like it. Anyways, but if I just give singer based suggestions, the user is going to be unhappy, right? What else can you think of?
So wherever
Another
Dhanush is been start means features in which he has worked, it will show that.
Right. I mean, fine. That also I will consider. Okay. Now, suppose I take the example that okay, fine. This particular song belongs to this particular movie, and this movie has got 5 6 songs. right? And if I suggest only this 5 6 songs to that particular user, is it going to satisfy him? Or like if I combine these two particular things, I give him suggestions based on this movie and few songs sung by him, right? He's still going to be bored. I mean, there is no variety, right? Now, as one of you just was saying, right, just based on that particular actor, whatever movies he has acted on, if I give all the suggestions, right, but still it is going to be a very small part. I mean, there are a lot of movies, there are a lot of genre songs, there are a lot of things, there are a lot of parameters in judging this song, correct? What kind of song is this, right? About the music, like someone was telling, right, what genre of the song is. So there are a lot of parameters, right, that needs to be clarified or identified based on the type of songs being chosen by that particular user to define a particular algorithm. Okay, now again I am going to ask you the same question that I asked you in the beginning, right? Now when I said, like, if I just give the singer based suggestions or movie based suggestions or the actor based suggestions, these are not going to work, right? The user is still going to be bored and he is going to switch off his phone or laptop and do something else. Now what can you think, what else can you do to make the user engage to this platform? What else can you think of? Any
Another
thoughts?
another song done by the music director, based on music director.
But why are we stuck on Dhanush? Why can't we go for uh, you know the director or the music director? Why can't we give a mix of the director who has created the movies and all the similar movies created by the director, plus whoever is music director of this particular song, and all other songs which are played by him in the past, and we mix all of these things and present as suggestions to this user. So in that case, what do you think, how much will be the probability of him you know liking the suggestions that has been shared with him? What do you think?
But he selected the song which he loved from sung by Dhanush. So he will select the same type of songs.
Okay, when you say same type, right, what do you mean by same type? Because your type may be same genre or same type has been, I mean, this is a kind of different type of song, right? It's uh, like let's say it's a kind of sentimental but funny, right, in a funny way,
Yes.
right?
So, other users who have selected the same song, what are their lists? The
Right,
algorithm can be designed
right,
to choose those songs from their lists.
right. I mean, that's a uh, you know very good idea. And this is, I mean, a part of algorithm that is being used widely in a lot of platforms that we will explain you in the upcoming slide. Okay, Nivedita, can you just take it ahead?
So, can you guys tell me how many users are there on YouTube? How many viewers like us do we have in total? Just a estimate or just a guess.
The more
Maybe a
than 5
billion,
billion.
1 billion, 2 billion.
Yes, so approximately we have around 2.5 billion users. And how many videos or contents have been uploaded on YouTube? Any idea?
More than 100.
Yes, so it is, I think, more than
Millions. Mm.
800 million content we have. Now, so we have these many users and we have 800 million videos. So, have you ever thought, like, how do so you go when you go to YouTube? So it is mostly user centric currently. So, so it has evolved from, so initially YouTube was founded in 2005. So back in 2005, so the recommendation system or how the algorithm worked was very different. So in the recommendation system actually found out videos and the highest rated videos and showed to the users. But would that, so if you are a new user, let's say you are a group of 10 users, and you are being shown the highest rated videos. So would you be, would you be content with it? Would you be satisfied with it?
No, ma'am.
Why would that be the case?
Ma'am, because like if someone else likes something, I may not also like that same thing.
Right, right. So that is why when in 2005 to 2011, YouTube's algorithm was more focused on recommending the videos that attracted the most views. But so there was, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about Justin Timberlake. Do you know about him?
Yes, yes.
Singer.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah. So there was a Super Bowl event in 2005, and that event featured Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. So that was the highest, that garnered highest rating in YouTube. But that algorithm didn't help much YouTube, because if as you said that if I as a user we have different choices. Everyone has a different taste. So if you show me the same highest rated video, not necessarily that I would like it based on others' rating, right? So then YouTube slightly modified its algorithm. So back again in 2012, they switched to a different approach. So they wanted to focus on when a user comes to that platform, how much time the user spends and what he likes. So basically, if this is typical notion, right? So when you spend a lot of time on a platform, that means you're stick to the platform, or you're trying to explore, or you're liking something which you're viewing. So that was the idea behind modifying their algorithm again in 2012. But that also didn't work. Can you guys tell me why it couldn't work? Any idea?
Ma'am, I think users were bored of the same thing again and again.
So yeah, so when you go to YouTube, so either there are two things: either you get something and you like watching it and you complete till the end, and then the second thing is you might spend half an hour or 1 hour in the platform, but you might not be getting the right video or the content you want to see. So in that way, also you're spending a lot of time, right? So in that case, the algorithm, or you're not able to maintain, the YouTube was not able to maintain its customers or users, right? So they were either you come to the platform, you watch it, and then complete till the end of the video, or you just come and search for options. You don't get any, you don't find anything interesting. You just leave that platform, right? Then again in 2015 and 2018, they begin to strategize again. So they thought around it, like how can we again revive our algorithm, or what is our priority? So then they came with something called as viewer satisfaction survey. Okay, so they did a lot of surveys. So when you order food from Swiggy, so you've been asked if the food was good or not, if the quality of the food was good or not, if the delivery guy was decent enough, and did you face any issue if the packaging was proper or not? So these are certain surveys each of the product companies do, so that they can understand or take a gauge at what the users or the customers are looking forward to. So if you would have seen, they had so they have this like button, they have share button, they have dislike button. So they introduce all these concepts, how to respond, how to get response from a user. So in terms of, like, if a user liked a video, if a user disliked a video, or how and if he was not at all satisfied with it, not interested. So in short, the algorithm was more focused on a personal view of a user, okay, rather than suggesting what other people watched. So what happened in 2023, which is currently, so YouTube delivers very distinct recommendation to each of the user. So this is more user centric, and the algorithm currently focuses on four primary aspects. So what videos have you enjoyed in the past? So basically your past history of viewing, and based on that it can suggest that these are the next videos probably which you'd be interested in. Then what topics or channels? So let's say you like Animal Planet, for example, or you like any travel blog, so you subscribe to that channel. So yeah, that is also one of the important parameter which YouTube considers while coming up with this recommendation algorithm. Then the third one is what contents are typically watched together. Let's say I'm watching travel blog, and 2-3 other people might be watching a similar content. So then what happens, if you might see that when you watch any video, so there's something which comes up in the next option. So based on that, we get the recommendation that since I like watching travel blogs, maybe the other travel blogs or similar blogs which other users are watching, I might find that interesting as well. So that was the third thing which was taken priority as, to focus on user-centric interests, right? So then now coming to the algorithm. So what kind of algorithms do we have currently? So there are like a lot of algorithms recommender systems uses. So we have collaborative filtering. So here Netflix, you might have used Netflix. So Netflix, sorry. Yeah, Sachin, you have any question? Okay. So yeah, so we have various algorithms as you can see. So we have different types of recommended systems. So collaborative filtering, and then we have content-based filtering. We have hybrid recommender system. So each of the companies have their own algorithm mechanism. So Netflix, for them, collaborative filtering is suitable. And content-based filtering. So Spotify recommends each of the songs to the user based on genre, artist, and other attributes of the songs. And then we have hybrid recommender system. So YouTube uses the hybrid recommender system using getting data from the users, and then also the video content which is being featured. So then we have matrix factorization. Then we have deep learning based recommender. So these are various type of recommender systems available. We will discuss just one type of recommender system now, which is collaborative filtering. Rippon, can you go to the next one? Yeah. So what does collaborating filtering does? So when you gather a lot of data and from all of the users, let's say YouTube has gathered a lot of information from 10 users based on their likes, whatever they like, whatever they dislike. So when you watch a movie, let's say there's a new movie, for example Gadar 2 is now released. So your friend has been to the movie and he has watched the movie and he liked the movie. So when you ask for his review, he gave you a positive response. So definitely you'd be interested to go and check on that movie, or you want to go and watch that movie. So similarly, YouTube has a similar mechanism. So where we have collaborative filtering, and so collaborative filtering has two types. One is user based, and the other one is item based. Now, when you shop on, or when you buy items in Big Basket, have you ordered any items using Big Basket? Do you guys know what Big Basket is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
And
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And you have Swiggy, Instamart, so similar, grocery shopping apps. So there, what happens? Let's say you have brought some vegetables this today, and tomorrow you want to order few other things. So in your so it recommends you, similar things. Let's say I brought some potatoes and onions and curd. So tomorrow again it will recommend me the similar thing. So that's called as item based collaborating filtering. And then we have user based. So user as in, let's say I'm watching 2 movies and I rated it. I gave a 4-star rating. And then some other person also watched one out of those movies, one out of those 2 movies, and he also gave a similar rating. Now next, so it ties between a group of users and sees what similar ratings have been given, and what are the ratings which have been given. So similarly, it suggests based on that what should be the next recommendation a user I can view or the other user can view. So these are centered to these are all bucketed into collaborating filtering. Any questions? Okay. Now you guys said that you have been No problem. So you guys said that you are going through data analytics course and business analytics course. So now, can you tell me what is very important for an organization or when you're developing a product? What is the most important thing
To
to
collect the
have in?
data.
Sorry.
To collect the data, ma'am.
Competitor analysis.
Okay. Yes. What other things are important?
Customer reach.
Customer
First to
reach,
understand the problem.
Customer
advertisement,
feedback.
First to
I think
understand
market
business problem.
research.
market research. Okay. And
Customer
what others
feedback.
are important?
Client satisfaction.
Client satisfaction. Yes. So yes, whenever I'm building a product, so let's say I want to ensure that my product is reaching out there to the customers, and my customers are really happy with the product. Okay, so when initially I'm launching a product, I'll have a set of buyers. I'll have a set of people who can buy my product. Okay. Now my next agenda should be how can I retain my existing customers and how can I go out and reach out to more customers so that I build a very strong customer base. Okay. So this is the core of every analytics, in an industry does. So there are a lot of metrics which are very important. I'm not sure if you know about metrics. So it is all customer centered. So how my product is performing, how many customers I'm able to get, how many customers I was able to retain, or how many customers I lost in so and so month. So there are a lot of comparisons which are done. So all of these algorithms help, to give a view of basically the customer retention and feedback. So that is how the data analytics world functions and how you're going, the way you are, studying about it. So all these researches are directed towards building a proper product. So any idea how, so now you got an idea about how this algorithms or recommender system works. Any idea what would be the underlying technologies which you would have to go through to have
Right.
a thorough understanding?
Like what all background knowledge you must have, in order to create such algorithms? Just random ideas.
Machine learning.
Okay. So what all things you must know in order to, pursue machine learning?
Python, Java.
Okay.
How to manipulate the data to get
NumPy,
insights.
Power BI.
We are talking
Decision
about
making power should be the
prerequisites.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Then analyzing the data should be very clear and fast so that we can help our clients and company to get the results.
Right. I mean, you're talking about the processes, but our question was basically around what are the prerequisites before you start, thinking of pursuing this course on recommender systems. So basically, you would require some, coding knowledge or capabilities in, Python or R. Okay. Then all the algorithms, data structures, linear algebra, statistics that you would have learned in your school days. I mean, it will be little advanced version of those, but these all things are definitely going to be the, main part or main function of the algorithms that's being created. And all these things that you are seeing here, right, will ultimately result into learning on the basics of this machine learning or the generative AI, right? So this is what you should be, I mean, at least the basics should be clear on this subjects before starting off with this topic, recommender systems. All right. Yeah, we are open for the questions, so like you can just tell us what all questions are coming up in your mind. Don't hesitate.
Yeah. Just to answer Kirti this size question, is it hard to learn programming for non-IT people? Is it advanced level programming required for data analytics? No, it is not difficult or hard to learn programming for non-IT people. I think it all depends on how well you understand the concepts. So you can start. So there are always basic to advanced level. So you can always start with the basic. and try to understand why we are trying to, why are you learning and what is the implementation you're going to do? How are you going to implement? So that would give you a sense, and from there you can pick it up. Okay, job has many aspects. Can you please specify what kind of job are you looking for?
And then, as I am a data analyst student over here, learning from EduBridge. So after this criteria does not match for the job. So what else can be done to do, as my age profile is not the fresher part and not the experience part? Then how will I work with this? As I'm learning it, but I am not finding any solution to get any work from any field. So my question is, what can else I do to get some job criteria or work profile?
Yeah, actually, this webinar is for data analytics and recommender systems, right? So, how data analytics is related to the recommender system?
So we walked you through YouTube, how YouTube's algorithm or recommendation works. Can you tell me, as a stakeholder in the company, or as a company CEO, what would be my target when I have built YouTube? So what should be what could have been the goal in my mind?
Like, I mean, more reaching out to the customer base.
Okay. So
And the revenue would be the one thing.
uh-huh. Okay.
And popularity, I can say.
Okay, popularity. So yes, so these all are how do you derive all of these? Let's say you said popularity. So let's consider there are around 800 million videos. Out of that, maybe just 10% are very popular. It's just an assumption. Okay, how do I know that which all videos fall in that 10%? Okay. And the second thing is, let's say we can also figure out, let's say I wanted to find out who are the users, or who contribute maximum to all of these all of these videos or the contents, or who are the customers who, or the users who upload maximum number of videos, and who are the users who have been there since the inception of YouTube. So all these fall into analytics bucket. So these all you can build. So these all data we get from the search history, or when the users log in, they we get all of these data in a place together, all in one single place, and on top of that we build some visualizations. Okay, so this is how analytics helps us to understand what my current strength is and what are my current weaknesses. Why are, if my customer is leaving, then why are they dropping off or they're not using this platform? And how can I enhance my current platform? So this is why YouTube had changed its algorithm. When I talked about the history of YouTube, how they changed about the algorithm. So based on these all metrics or these all scenarios, they had changed their algorithms. That is why YouTube back in 2005 is very different how it operates now in 2023.
So it's in simple words, like data analytics is nothing but it's the analysis of data, right? And in YouTube, as Nibedita has mentioned, that there are around 2.5 billion users in the YouTube platform, and user details is nothing but the data. And I think we just went through a type of recommender systems, which is known as user-based collaborative filter, right? In that case, what we were doing, we were just gathering and we were filtering out the data based on all the users that are that have an account in YouTube, and then we are analyzing and giving the recommendations. So this is nothing but data analytics. And as I said in the beginning, like recommender system is a part of data analytics. There are a lot of things under the data analytics as a domain or a platform.
So answering for Chat GPT and AI, so AI will help us automate a lot of manual tasks. So let's say I am comparing couple of things manually. So those can be automated. So AI can help us, or ChatGPT can answer, some questions. It can help us in automation, but it will never take the role entirely. There will be a phase where probably AI will do most of our work, and there can be reduction in workforce, but it is not that it will entirely take over and we won't be having any jobs. It's not like that.
So thank you. I hope this answers your question. The other is, what is cognitive analysis?
Okay, I mean, I have not done much research on cognitive analysis, but what I understand is cognitive analysis is nothing but having, human like intelligence, right? So in data analytics, we again have supervised learning, unsupervised learning, okay, wherein you will learn about deep neural networks, which would be nothing but cognitive analysis. So what we will study in neural networks is, like, suppose if I give you an image, okay, so like image of a t-shirt, correct, it's a t-shirt, but how will the computer know it's a t-shirt or not, right? How we are going to teach a system, or what algorithms are we going to develop so that our system will do the image processing, okay, using the neural networks, and identify, okay, this is a shirt and this is a pant, or this is a shoe, right? So that's a kind of a very very vast subject again, and that also requires a lot of knowledge in mathematics especially.
What is the primary goal of data analytics? What is the process of cleaning and organizing data before analysis call? And what programming language is commonly used for data analysis and visualization? What type of analysis is used to discover patterns or relationships in data? And lastly, what is the purpose of a high histogram in data analysis? So you have 2 to 3 minutes to solve this quickly. Let's have these answers for the poll. And till then, we have one more question by Anubhav. I am the new in world of research. I wish to know existing research gaps in field of AI based recommender system, so that I may reach to decide my PhD research topic. Might be in explainable. Sorry, I don't know this word. You can see the chat for this,
Yeah.
entire term. So, any comments on this, Nibita, Rippon sir?
So what I can suggest is you have to understand the business problem first. Like, I think we can take some examples of existing platform, like we just discussed about maybe YouTube or Netflix. They have some data available online, or maybe we can get that, and then we can understand what the problem is. See, right now also, if you open Netflix, and if I, based on the movie that you have watched now, I give you 10 more suggestions based on the existing algorithm, you may not like all the 10 suggestions. You may just like 5 out of 10, right? But at least you are engaging yourself for 5 movies that takes around 15 more hours in that platform, and time is nothing but money for them, right? But again, like, we cannot make everyone like completely happy, correct? There are gaps in all the platforms, there are gaps, but the questions that you have, it needs some analysis, and a basic research before answering it to you. So right now I might not be able to give you correct suggestion for this question on which would be the perfect topic for your PhD.